investment of the week. Who are we investing into this week that deserves some recognition? Now, we know the football season's over, so players are not going to really move up like that. But Mojo has NBA now. And I want to tell you guys that you guys can download Mojo everywhere, but only deposit in New Jersey. You get a $100 bonus when you use code PICKASIDE100. But investment of the week, we all agreed on this player.
Absolutely.
It's Jalen Williams, OKC Thunder.
He's got the Rookie of the Year locked. I saw you tweet it. I was curious.
I wonder what those odds are looking like.
I didn't say lock. I said he's my Rookie of the Year, and I don't give a fuck about what nobody else thinks.
And I'm not trying to knock you because what Jalen Williams has done in the last month has been special. The efficiency has been stupid.
No, he's
a great player.
He's been a beast, and they're winning because of him.
I let you guys know this in the group chat. I don't know if you saw it. You might have not been awake at the time, but I'm all in. I'm a Jalen Williams stan. It's official. All right, that's my guy.
About this morning?
Well, yeah.
I was fucking.
Yeah, you were
Paolo
out.
is still minus 7,000 to win.
Oh,
Paolo's gonna win it.
Paolo's gonna win.
Jalen Williams has just been unbelievably great.
Since the new year, Jalen's been pretty good.
This reminds me of LaMelo's Rookie of the Year when Anthony Edwards kicked up later in the season.
Yeah.
It reminds me about that.
The one thing about LaMelo's Rookie of the Year, though, is that LaMelo did miss time. So there was a point in time where we felt that Anthony Edwards, because of how well he was playing and the lack of games that LaMelo had played towards the end of the season, that it would be Edwards.
Yeah, Banchero can have it.
I think it is just important to note that what Jalen Williams is doing at his best this year is what Paolo's is doing kind of inefficiently.
Yeah, correct.
When he's been kind of on his down turn of the season.
Thunder winning more.
And what's Jalen, the third option on the Thunder?
Jalen also plays defense.
Yeah, Paolo,
bro, he's got some active hands.
Paolo post All-Star break is averaging 21, 6, and 4. Jalen Williams post All-Star is averaging 21, 5, and 5.
And that's sharing the ball with SJ, who gets the ball all day.
Oh, that's true. All day. Magic got some guys like Franz Wagner, no doubt.
But SGA
got some guys. What do you mean, Franz? What do you mean, Franz is good?
No, we were
talking. No,
it's just we were like SGA. Come on.
In March, Jalen Williams, 23 points per game, 6 rebounds, 5.2 assists, 61% from the field, 56% from 3, and 83% from the line.
Damn.
That is dumb. That is dumb.
Per day,
while playing defense at a high level.
Not for real, bro. He is definitely on go the entire game. Baby who?
Baby Shea.
Shea, okay. I don't hate that.
He models his game after him. That's what he said.
Yeah. They go shopping together. They're like best friends. Yeah.
Oh, so he gets his
like
drip
his protege.
From SGA?
Yeah.
Tough.
Anybody who gets their drip from SGA is
I'll tell
winning.
you what, OKC is going to be tough next season if Chet is Chet. If Chet is Chet and they get another really good pick, which obviously Thunder is still in contention for the play-in, so we'll see what happens there. But, bro, they get another really solid lottery draft pick with Chet.
A lot of them are protected, though.
I mean, listen.
This year.
We can't sleep on Josh Giddey.
Future picks, though, they're still loaded up.
No, you cannot. Yeah. Josh Giddey has been phenomenal in playmaking and setting up the offense.
I wonder what they're going to do with Dortz.
Because low-key, he's a solid ball player, too.
I think off the bench, he's phenomenal.
They just have so many young guys that need minutes to give.
Oh, them young guys are gone.
Now, Jalen Williams on Mojo's up 10% in the past week from $123 to $133. And just to let you guys know, you guys don't have to put the full 123, 133 into Mojo. You can put $20 into Jalen Williams and just see the money grow. You don't have to buy the entire share. Other candidates that I was considering for investment of the week, James Wiseman. He's up 3%.
I like that.
The stats look good in Detroit, but they're still a team that struggles to win.
They have 19 wins, something like that.
And David Roddy up 16% for the past week. John Morant, you just said, suspended 8 games. David Roddy's going to have a solid rotation now. He's going to be solid in rotation, and he's been looking good, man. I like David Roddy. I'm not too familiar with his game, but I know, Riv, you being a college guy, tell me about David Roddy. What does he do well? What does he do poorly?
What does he do well? What does he do poorly? He's like in Memphis. He's supposed to be like this stretch. He's a big body. He's physical. He kind of plays a little bit like Xavier Tillman to a degree. A little better handles. He can move well. He can make layups. A little mid-range jumper. He's solid. He's nothing like too crazy, but he's definitely solid. He's 6'6". He's small. He's more for that small ball 5 type of position. But he's solid. In college,
he better than Jaden Hardy?
They're different. Jaden Hardy is probably like a prolific scorer. David Roddy's like more
just had this conversation about who I should pick.
David Roddy's like a jack of all trades type of player.
Okay,
so in saying that,
can I give my investment of the week also? I have 2. One outdoor for NFL, outdoor NFL, but first we'll stay on NBA. Mine's going to be Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs at $54.57. He's gone up 5% this past week. Now, it's understood Jalen Suggs has been just the epitome of inconsistent. But in the month of March, shooting 45% from the field, 37% from three, which is what he's really struggled with. Free throw could be a little bit better, 77%. But what really stands out to me is that he's averaging two steals a game, essentially, on 12 points per game as well. He's been great defensively. We've known that. But if he can just continue to be consistent on the offensive side, then we start to see or lean into the potential that was believed in him at draft day. And at $54, essentially, which is significantly less than a lot of these players that we see, and for a guy who was the 4th overall pick, this is a guy that I'm keeping my eye out for.
Yeah,
and for the NFL, Sam Darnold, $20 going to San Francisco. There was literally no better situation for him to go to with multiple factors taken into account. Brock Purdy, you're not sure what's going to happen. Of course, it's saying 3 months until he's throwing the football again. Of course, Trey Lance, yes, he is there. He's the number 3 overall selection, but he was already going to be in a QB competition with Brock Purdy. Now Sam Darnold comes in, and Sam Darnold, we've seen flashes from time to time. For more often than not, we think that Sam Darnold's not really like that. Understandably so. He's not been really good at by any means consistently. But now you go to San Fran, where Kyle Shanahan legitimately makes every single quarterback he touches good. And so now you come into this offseason where he costs $20. Just monitor that price. $20 for Sam Darnold if he comes and starts into this offense. It'll be interesting to see and something to look out for as well.
All right. Did you want to go or?
You could go.
Oh, okay, cool.
I just have none.
I just want to let you know, Drew, Max Christie on Mojo share price is $10.30.
That's another one to look out for, man. I'm glad people in the comments, people on Twitter were letting me know that people are sleeping on.
There was a lot of Lakers fans. Not knocking.
I'm not because the Lakers fans they watch, they tune in.
Yeah, I do.
They know what's up with Max Christie. At face value, the numbers really aren't it, but when he's on the court, can splash a 3 when you need him to, and the defense is there.
Copy. For me, I got 2. One is like sort of a little bit of a wild card. Patrick Baldwin Jr. Especially with the news that Andrew Wiggins might not be back for the season. And Jonathan Kuminga is out right now. He had the same injury as KD. They haven't really defined how long he'll be out for. So he's been day to day. He was out the last 2 games. Patrick, with those 2 guys being out, being primarily wing guys, this leaves the room for Patrick Baldwin Jr. to come into the lineup. Now, he's very trigger happy. When he gets in, he's shooting that shit.
That's fine.
He's 6'11". Nobody's blocking him. So it's whatever. And he makes them. He can shoot. Sometimes he doesn't make. But this is somebody who maybe you can look at, invest in. He can be a little small value. He can up his price, especially with Wiggins possibly not coming back for the year, crying. And
that makes me sad.
It hurts me physically and mentally. Terrible. I can't move right now. And my NFL one, Darnell Mooney, man. I think Darnell Mooney is definitely going to go, especially with DJ Moore coming into the fold and the impact that Justin Fields is going to have and his improvements next year. Darnell Mooney's not this high-flying, high-level. He's not a Smitty. He's not a Jalen Waddle. But statistically, he can have a really, really good number 2 season, especially right behind DJ Moore. And if Justin Fields makes the improvements that we all think he'll make this offseason, Darnell Mooney is somebody you should definitely lock into.
That's perfect because my investment of the week is Justin Fields.
Hey.
We're going to talk about him more later, but he's $31 right now. He's around guys like Geno, Mac Jones, Daniel Jones at 36, so around that range. And if Justin Fields, who just got DJ Moore, we see year after year, once you get that number 1 receiver, the improvement quarterbacks take. It wouldn't surprise me a few months from now when we're talking MVP, comeback player of the year, and we have those dark horses. Justin Fields is going to be a name that gets brought up a lot for dark horse MVP.
It's a bold take, Dels. That's a bold take.
Dark horse.
I believe you.
You know what I mean?
That's a bold.
I trust
I
you.
believe you. I'm not saying he's going to win it, but I think that's going to be a lot of people's picks.
I'm cautiously optimistic about Fields.
Not crazy.
He's got some things to work on for sure.
I don't know. Last year I said the same thing about Tua. Are you stupid? Are you dumb? Be serious. No, but that's what he
folded
got
in December.
Like we all predicted.
I mean, we predicted he was going to fold in December.
Yeah, we predicted it.
And then he did fold.
You predicted
Remember the
that he wasn't
Chargers game?
Starting level quarterback. That shit hurts me. More than any other game by far. That's the one that stinks.
Yeah, bar for bar. Told you exactly what would happen.
Because they were not a defense that should have done that to them.
Now, Riv, on Mojo, they have liquid props too, and I'm going with Keontae George to have over 47 points in the
He's
2020.
not a Keontae George guy.
Bro,
he found him out. He probably found out about it like 3 days ago.
Don't do him like that. Don't do him like that. Exactly.
No, because this is what he does. No, Drew, don't let him fall. This is what he does. This is what he does.
If you would have did that shit to me, I would have been tight.
No, because he does it all the time. He tells me random names, and then he'd be like, bro, I knew about him. And then he's going to tell me, watch, in 2 months, he's going to be like, I'll put you on the Keontae George.
Tough. Hey, I respect that.
It's exactly what he's going to do.
Listen, Riv has a...
Yeah,
that shit's killing.
I
told you about Anthony Black, bro.
That's exactly
I told you about it, bro.
Riv has a tendency to because he knows more college basketball than me, he keeps up with it more. He has a tendency to think that all the players he finds, and I cannot find any for myself. But little does he know, during the draft when we were scouting our guys, I know they didn't play college basketball because that's what Rivers in tune with.
Giddey?
But I told him about Alperen Sengun.
Yes.
I told him about Josh Giddey, and he was doubtful. He was very doubtful.
Who's the one that was doubtful on LaMelo? Keep it a stack.
It was Riv.
It was me.
Oh,
I said it's shooting.
why are you sleeping?
No, I said I don't know if his shooting would translate. It was dog shit over there.
It was, but now it's amazing.
And then he keeps bringing up the Giddey shit because I don't think he'll be a star.
Yeah.
That's really
He
the
is
only
a star,
the
though.
only one I really genuinely hated on was Sengun. That's the only one I
You
give
hate
him.
on Giddey too.
You
I didn't hate on Giddey.
You did hate on
I
Giddey.
said he'll be.
I was
There's
there.
There's
I
literally,
literally said-
bro.
you
There's
know
literally a YouTube video of saying Riv apologizes to Josh Giddey.
Yep. You have to
That's
wear the Josh Giddey.
because y'all thought I
jersey.
was saying some disrespectful shit. I just said he'll be a good starter. I didn't think he'd be a star.
He's
That-
backtracking.
man, all I'm saying is that Anthony Black for sure. That's mine.
There
That's
we go.
my
Look,
guy.
look.
He's
That's
been
a
pushing
my
Anthony
guy.
Black for like a year.
That's
now.
hilarious.
Yeah, I've been talking about him for like what, a year and a half. I'll just
I
mention
hear
him
Anthony
randomly.
Black so
Anthony
It's
Black
insane to me.
And Brandon Miller's now my guy too.
Oh
nah,
pick the
nah.
number 2 pick in the draft.
Nah, that's how I'm feeling. Brother Billy
all
really
right.
is. He's so good.
Yeah.
I talked to you about him like 4 weeks ago.
Okay.
You know that I did. I
4
texted
weeks
you about
ago,
him.
Okay.
I
It was a
was
month
like,
ago.
are we sure that he's not better than Scoop?
You know, I did, but you do know I was one of the people that was tweeting with Raphael about Brandon Miller possibly being 2.
I never said you weren't first to it.
No, I'm just letting
I
you
just
know.
said that I finished the race as well.
All right, you know, if you want Brandon Miller, you can have Brandon Miller.
I was
You know?
saying this before the show. You know Brandon Miller's a dog.
Yeah.
When my dad, who is a pretty he's active in watching and listening to sports, listening to the podcast all the time. When my dad's coming to me and saying, "Yo, bro, have you seen what this guy Brandon Miller is doing?" That's when you know that someone actually is.
So you also a
not
Brandon Miller
low-key.
guy?
I mean, everyone should be a Brandon Miller guy.
No,
I wouldn't say
this
I'm a
is-
Brandon Miller guy.
But you don't have to be a.
That's why I'm like
everyone
a stan.
acknowledges that Brandon Miller's a savage. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's why I'm actually
Who's
like
your guy in this draft?
Amon,
Scoop?
For a while, Amon is-
Jalen Hood,
Tre'Quavion Smith.
yeah, that's one of my guys. Keontae George is one of my guys.
Come on,
I got a few.
Look at him.
What about
He's not
All-Star?
trying to get my guy.
All-Star's my guy too.
Okay.
But
He
guy,
just
I was
needs to learn
just
to
I was
shoot.
just asking you a question, Riv.
What's up?
Keontae George to score 47 points in the tournament.
Oh, in total? Oh, easily.
Easily.
Oh my
Bro,
God.
and I saw Drew Timmy's is like 80 points.
Drew Timmy's.
You
They're
tell
gonna
me that
fucking
he's the
go.
best college basketball player there
Bro,
is.
I don't know what he does. His moves are very generic, but he's a bucket.
Is he gonna?
To score 47? The only tricky part
'Cause I
about the
think he
game.
has to. Baylor has to play like 4 games for that to happen.
47. is
47. He
doable.
can do that in 2 to 3 games.
He could.
But
His
the
ability.
problem is
Do
they
have-
can
do you
they
have
can lose
Chris
in round
Murray on
2.
there?
They do have Chris Murray on here.
That was something that was intriguing to me. The only thing is that his attempts are just.
What's Jalen Wilson on there?
Let me
Because
check.
Baylor can lose in round 2, and you know the dance is so unpredictable. They could get bounced in round 1.
Jalen Wilson's points is 75 for
Nah,
Kansas.
he's been
damn.
his last 6-7 games 20, 21, 22.
Who's Kansas facing in the first round?
Oh, fucking
Is it
forgot.
Howard?
It's not a good team. It's because they're a high
Because it
seed.
says HOW. I don't know if it's Howard.
That's
or
Howard.
not.
That's Howard.
Okay, they're projecting Wilson to score 23 in that game.
He can. He's been scoring 23s like last 7 games. He's a beast. Jack of all trades. I love him. I hope he comes to the
Now,
Wards.
to end off this segment, and I want the comments to answer this question as well as along with you guys, because this will be up on TikTok. We're gonna get a lot of varying reactions from this.
All right.
Paolo Banchero, Jalen Williams, who has a better career?
Ooh.
Oh shit! You set us up.
In the comments, answer Paolo or Jalen Williams.
I got this very easily. As great as Jalen Williams has been over the past month, 2 months, absolutely. The answer is Paolo Banchero because the Magic understand that this is the foundational piece to change the organization. What they need to do is surround him with shooting and continue to put playmaking around him. More importantly, shooting. The Magic are one of the worst three-point shooting teams in the NBA. So Paolo is being double-teamed and triple-teamed almost every single possession, which is why he is so inefficient. But really, once you start to continue to get playmakers, to get shooters around Paolo, you will continue to see Paolo transcend and continue to ascend to being one of the best basketball players in the association.
You ever feel like you just want to make a take different just to be different?
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those moments. So I'm gonna go Jalen Williams. This is completely biased. So I don't care what nobody says. I just gravitate to his game more. I like his game more. I feel like Banchero. I love Banchero, so that's the crazy part. But J-Dubs for me, I'm just gonna pick him just because I want him to succeed more.
That's
cool.
Like Jalen Williams, I
cooler.
won't lie. I think that
Swaggier.
when it comes to OKC and Orlando, I trust OKC to build a competitive team
That's fair.
much faster. I think they're much further in the process as well. Jalen Williams, he's probably going to get in the next couple of years more nationally televised games. People are going to see his game more. So he could become more recognized than Paolo. But I agree with you. I think Paolo is a foundational number one piece for organization, where Williams is the complement to SGA. It's all about opportunity. But I think Williams for the value, like you look on Mojo, Williams' share price is 133, Paolo's 217. So for the value, I like Williams a lot.
If we're going by Mojo, of course.
I'll rock with the swaggy guy.
I like it.
But I like Jalen Williams' game a lot, though. He's crafty. He can shoot. Well,
defend. So swaggy.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Great
bro.
athletic.
Hair is cool.
Very cool.
How about you? Who's your pick?
Now, I was saying, I agree with you guys. I think Jalen right now is the more complete player, especially defensive side of the ball. But when you go number one overall and everything's going to be built around you, with the Thunder, everything's going to be built around SGA. Even how great Jalen Williams is, like you said, he does feel like the number two to a team that's going to be competing, obviously projecting him, to continue to progress his game. But Paolo going number one overall, it just feels like the Magic are going to be, Paolo's going to be the piece that's built around there.
Yeah, Jalen Williams definitely has played better, but we can't let a month or two of basketball just all of a sudden
Agreed.
propel one guy over the other. Paolo has been that guy.
Coming from the Jalen Williams stand.